My goal is for it to keep something.
Cool.
Everything I've done, I have sold. I've done all the staging myself. It's a ton of work, and to rip it all out 30 days later doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to get out of staging for flips. I'm still going to do flips because it's the cash flow.
What does that transition look like? What are you working on now?
So I'm basically back to the beginning because all I know is flips. So I feel so lost, but I'm trying to get into commercial. I just had a conversation with my friend Carlos, and he was like, just start putting out disrespectful offers, put out LOIs and see what sticks. It makes sense because like we talked about earlier, you know, that's what I was doing in the beginning. I was like, take it or leave it. This is what I have. It's really relearning everything. I'm looking at different things right now. I'm just trying to learn because I'm looking at like churches that could be developed. I'm looking at land that could be built on. I'm looking at a motel. I'm trying to figure out the financing. I'm trying to figure out the construction of it. And then, you know, how long will I have it? What's the exit strategy?
Right.
So I'm just like, I guess any time this week we should be putting out LOIs. I'm just trying to learn,
That's awesome. Yeah, I've
learn
heard,
by doing. Yeah.
And I've heard that, you know, commercials the same, just more zeros. It's the same strategy.
Everyone says that.
But then when you get into like
so
converting
daunting.
a church to like a multifamily is a bit like, that's a little, you know, but if you have the right team in place, I mean, you started just like getting some people together and doing work, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's similar with a little bit more, like, again, some more zeros behind it. You have all the right people in your network from what I can tell, but like Brandon Lindsay has been on this podcast. He's a great resource, Daniel Clayman, and there's a handful of other people that you know to help go in that direction. I also, what is the are you looking at a specific motel? You don't have to say that address or anything. And then, awesome. So is it in Central Virginia area?
It's 44 minutes from my house. It's right near the Williamsburg outlets. So it would be perfect. I could be out down there all the time.
Are you familiar with Motel Rochambeau?
Oh, I thought you were going to say the one. I'm like, not the one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So my friend who was on this podcast previously, his name is Lyle Chavone.
Okay.
You should listen to that podcast if you haven't, but he talks about Motel Rochambeau, and it was his first entry into motels, and everyone said he was an idiot and he was crazy or whatever, and he went in and basically like from the slab up, like redesigned it and made it this beautiful, awesome, like boutique motel in Williamsburg.
That's what I want to do.
It's in Williamsburg.
It's in Williamsburg. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And he's got stuff in Ashley. He's got stuff all over, but he jumped into that from multifamily. But he's a really good person to have in your network anyway.
Okay. Amazing.
But especially if you want to go into like the motel, he probably is someone who would like meet you on site and walk you through and talk through the project, show you design, talk about the numbers and things like that. So
okay, cool. Because I have the vision, I have all the ideas, but it is, I mean, it's a huge thing to take on. It's like 128 rooms.
And the financing is wildly different from what I learned from him talking about it too. Is like the financing for a motel is wildly different than any other, than multifamily, than short-term rentals, than anything else. Just it's completely different.
Okay, I'll definitely need to talk to him. Thank you.
Cool. Well, I'll make a connection, but that's cool. What, and you're thinking about multifamily too, just as far as like, are you gonna obviously I would assume, is your goal to buy a multifamily, do something crazy with it and flip it, or hold it as an investor?
So my goal is for it to keep something. Everything I've done, I have sold. I've done all the staging myself. It's a ton of work, and to rip it all out 30 days later doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to get out of staging for flips. I'm still going to do flips because it's the cash flow. But yes, I do want to do something that I can design, whether it's like, you know, we have commercial spaces downstairs and residential upstairs.
Awesome.
Or like the motel, that would be a ton of design work. And it would last, you know, people in the community can go see it and stay there.
Have you considered short-term rentals?
Yes, actually I have considered that too. I just skipped that because now I'm so excited for the development stage.
Awesome.
But yes, it is a consideration.
That's awesome.
But now I'm like not as excited about that thought.